Hey, my name is Aven Jones. I'm a freshman here at UMass Dartmouth and also a business major. In my MIS 101 class, we were asked to read this book right here, The Charlton Story. It's written by Earl Charlton II and George Winius. The book's basically about Earl's life, a summary of his life, and how he became a successful entrepreneur. Um, it sort of takes you through like a step-by-step process of the events that happened in his life. Um, Earl was born in 1863 in Connecticut. His father, James D. Charlton, was a successful blacksmith. Earl didn't really want to pursue a career as a blacksmith, so he decided to drop out of high school and move to Boston, where he had goals of becoming a merchant. The first step he took in becoming an entrepreneur is he worked at a retail store in Boston on Asylum Street until his mid 20s. While he was working at the store, he moved around networking and meeting tons of people, trying to build his clientele. And he also saved a lot of money in the process. He met his first business partner, Seymour Knox, along with Frank and Charles Woolworth, and immediately wanted to go into business with them once he met him. So he decided to invest the money that he made at the retail store on Asylum Street into his own business. And the investment called for, paying for all the products in the store, paying for the rent. He paid for the buildings. He paid for everything pretty much. But he was so confident that the business was going to be successful that he didn't mind the investment. So his first 5 and 10 cent store was opened in Fall River, Massachusetts. It was so successful that he had to restock all the products in the store at the end of the day of every day. All the products would sell every day. And the store became so popular that it started spreading all over New England, and it spread all over the country and even spread to Canada. Um, Earl and Knox ended their partnership on New Year's Day of 1896. Um, After this, Earl merged into business with Woolworth, and they became twice as successful. By then, the store had spread to places such as California and Oregon. In California, Earl had his most popular stores located in Los Angeles and San Francisco. That's where those two stores were where he was seeing the most profit from. Um, Earl later then married Ida Mae Stein on his birthday and had 3 children. At this time, the store was, the biggest in the country and the most popular in the country. He died in 1930, and throughout his lifetime, he was able to donate over $1 million to charities in Fall River and other places. In his will, he left $32 million of estate, and he donated to plenty of charities, and he left a lot of money to his family. Um, his partner Woolworth left his money to his family, and including his granddaughter, in which he left like $50 million, I think it was. Earl donated to charities in Fall River such as the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, the Nursing Association, tons of places. But I think the two biggest places where he donated was one was the Truesdale Hospital in Fall River. And after donating to the Truesdale Hospital, they were able to build the extension of the surgery wing, and they actually renamed the hospital after Charlton. They named it the Charlton Memorial Hospital. Um, he also donated to the Bradford Textile School, and the money donated to the textile school was put in a trust fund, and like people forgot about it until later. The school was known as Southeastern Mass University. And in 1991, it became known as UMass Dartmouth. $80,000 in grants was found and donated as scholarships to students at UMass Dartmouth. Um, I really enjoyed reading the book. I found it interesting that the sales techniques they took when opening the stores, they didn't just sell everything for one price for, 25, 30 cents. They decided to spread it out. And this wasn't really popular. This wasn't really a popular act to take back then, and when you had a retail business. But making everything a different price was definitely a good selling strategy. It brought in more customers, and that's why the store was so popular. I also found the locations they chose I found interesting, and I also obviously find it cool that, you know, the Charlton College of Business is named after Earl Charlton. Um, the reason for that is Earl's grandson, Earl Perry Charlton the second, who funded the Charlton College of Business here at UMass Dartmouth. He donated $3 million to the business school, and that's how the business school got its name. I really enjoyed reading this book. I recommend it to all business students. I think Earl is a good example of the initiative you have to take if you want to become a successful business person. In his case, he's an entrepreneur, so he had to do a little extra. But overall, it was a good read. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.